the last video for chapter 13. The last thing we talked about in chapter 13 is how to find the intersections of the graphs of conic sections. And so these are called quadratic systems. So the terms in our systems could be squared. So you're going to notice that here I'm trying to find the intersections of a circle and a line. And so a circle and a line could intersect or not intersect in a lot of different ways. I could have 2 points of intersection with a circle and a line. I could have 1 point of intersection if the line is tangent to the circle. And I could have no points of intersection if I have a circle, if I have a circle with a line, just out in space, outside of the circle. So I could have 2 solutions when I solve this system. I could have 1 solution, or I could have no solutions. So let's see what happens. I'm going to use substitution. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this equation here, and I'm going to solve for x. So here I go. Subtract 2y, subtract 2y. I get x equals negative 2y. Now I'm going to plug this in for the x value in my top equation. So here we go. Instead of x, I'm going to have negative 2y, but it's going to be a quantity, so I'm going to put this in parentheses. And so instead of x, negative 2y. Alright, so now let's solve for y. I get 4y squared plus y squared equals 20. That gives me 5y squared. Divide both sides by 5. Y equals 4. Y squared equals 4. Take the square root of both sides, and I get y equals plus or minus 2. So when I plug back in, I have to plug in to find the x values when y is positive 2 and when y is negative 2. So I'm going to go back over to this equation here, and I'm going to plug in plus or minus 2 to see what my x values will be. So let's start with when y is positive 2. So I'm going to get x equals negative 2. Let's see what happens when y is positive 2. X will be negative 4. So I know I'm going to have the point negative 4, positive 2. That's going to be one of my solutions. Alright, let's see what happens when when y is negative 2. This is going to give me positive 4. So I'm going to have the point 4, negative 2 as well. So these are intersections. So looks like I have 2 solutions, which are both points negative 4, 2 and 4, negative 2.